Incredibly late tonight. We had a lot of technical difficulties, more than ever.
It's all my fault.
It definitely isn't just his fault at all. It's we had a lot of issues tonight. So, with that said, welcome back to another episode of the Game Junction Podcast. This is episode 42. We have the Chance from the Toy Stash with us tonight. How's it going, man?
Oh, kids, going good. How you doing?
Doing good. Of course, we've got Gamer Aimer here. How's it going, Gamer Aimer?
Howdy, I'm glad that we're here, finally.
Yeah, me too. And I apologize, my angle of my camera is pretty whack tonight.
Howdy, I'm glad that we're here, finally.
Yeah, me too. And I apologize, my angle of my camera is pretty whack tonight.
Man. Well, howdy, I'm glad that we're here, finally.
Yeah, me too. And I apologize.
I'm still trying to check out all the toys you got in the background.
Yeah, I'm trying to check. We're getting some feedback here, so I apologize.
I'm still trying to check.
If anyone in the chat notices anything with our audio or anything seems a little off, just let us know. We had some issues. Discord was kicking us out, and we were trying to get, set in stone. Sometimes to do their updates on today. So
yeah.
Always a blast. So just let us know if everything sounds okay, and we'll hop into this shortly.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure that no one's muted or anything crazy like that.
Yeah, just checking the audio settings to make sure we're good. Looks like I had some
We just want to make sure that no one's muted or
getting some awful feedback. Just checking the audio settings to make sure we're good.
Yeah.
Looks like I had some yeah, I'm hearing double for some reason. So I apologize. Just everybody. Everybody, yeah. I'm hearing everything 100 times. So I apologize.
Can you check on yours?
Everybody.
And are you getting double?
Everybody, yeah. I'm hearing everything. Are you getting anything on your end, Gamer Aimer?
Check on yours.
Everything sounds good to me, but I don't know what
Are you getting anything on your end? Echo, yeah, okay. Yeah, they're hearing echo too. So bear with me as I deal with that, and everybody can go ahead and run along with the show here for a second.
We do have someone saying that there is an echo.
Bear with me as I deal with that, and everybody can go ahead.
Wonder if it's the phone.
I think it is, yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's got to be, because I've got nothing on my end. Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a setting that you can set.
If anyone knows, let us know. We got a couple people joining us.
There's a setting.
Sorry if there's a major echo.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Oh no.
Oh.
That's not good. Well, apologies, guys. We'll get this figured out here real quick.
As we're in 3.
Well, apologies, guys. We'll
frames.
Get this figured out here real quick.
Do you? Someone asked if you had headphones.
Yeah. Do you have headphones by chance? I do wonder where that's coming.
Millennial Collector Ohio said, "Do you have headphones?"
Do you have headphones by chance?
And then we have Arkansas Picker, and then Spazzy W Echo.
Yeah, we're also using new software, so there's a multitude of
I'm gonna
things.
not talk until I fix this situation.
Yeah, we're also
well,
using.
We appreciate everyone joining us. Sorry for the technical issues.
Yeah, definitely.
We're trying to figure out why there is an echo.
They can't go into the phone.
Yeah, definitely.
They can't go into the phone.
Okay. Yeah, so looks like maybe not an echo now. Not too sure there. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything on my end. Oh, now I am again. Yeah, it's a little weird using this software. I'm thinking potentially. Yeah, all right. Now I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, right. Right. You would. Do you have anything on your speakers potentially? Because it. Interesting. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
But here we are having this headache. So sorry for the few people who are watching and who have to see the behind the scenes. Here we are having this headache. So sorry yep. For the few people who are watching and who have to see the behind. He said he was gonna grab headphones and come back, but we're obviously we're still live, so if we can fix anything by this time. He said he was gonna grab headphones and come back, but we're obviously we're still live, so if we can fix anything by this time. He said he was gonna grab headphones. No, I'd rather just get it worked out. So we do appreciate everyone for being patient, and I'd rather just get it worked out. So we do appreciate everyone for being patient, and yeah. So I'm trying to. I can hear you, but I don't know. Okay, good. She's saying. So we have Amanda in the chat saying he's on his way back in. So I'm trying to. I can hear you, but I don't know. Okay, good. She's saying. So we have Amanda in the chat saying he's on his way back in. I can hear you, but I don't know. Okay, good. She's saying. So we have Amanda in the chat saying he's on his way back in. Okay.
Oh, maybe. Can y'all hear me?
Those are the coolest headphones.
These are my fiance's. It was a way bigger gamer than I'll ever be, and this is what we got. So I was like, give him. I don't care. I like pink anyway. It's all through the logo.
Someone let us know. Does it sound better or not?
I feel like a NASCAR pit stop person right now. And this is what we got. So I was like, give him. I don't care. I like pink anyway. It's all through the logo.
Oh no! Is it
really
whenever
still?
talks?
I feel like a NASCAR pit stop person right now.
Oh no! Is it whenever? That must just be you on this new
It's
this
so
new
weird
setting.
because we don't hear it. I don't hear it at all. But I say everybody else hears it. Mm-mm.
That must just be you on this new yeah, because everyone we have Amanda saying perfect. Arkansas Picker is saying sounds good. So I guess it's just
Good.
It's probably our new service, everyone. We're switching services. We have Amanda saying perfect. Arkansas Picker is saying sounds good. So I guess it's just it's probably our new service, everyone.
Well, hi, 17 people.
All right, perfect. So officially starting now on our 42nd episode. So we have a very special guest tonight. You would think that this is our first episode, but we have a very special guest tonight. So this is just go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chance from the Toy Stash. I'm the founder of the Toy Stash. You can see behind me. I emphasize founder because I'm only co-owner now because I have awesome business partners. I got my fiance Amanda over there and John Cowart, and they run it with me. And we got an awesome administration team. But we are. I was thinking today how to describe like what the Toy Stash is, because people are like, oh, it's a toy store. It's like, no, not just a toy store. It's like a collective of people, basically. It's like a platform within a platform where you can buy, sell, auction, toy history, pop culture, whatever, and then we're on all the socials and stuff. And
cool.
I started it as not at brick and mortar, but doing conventions in late 2013, early 2014. And then kind of hung it up for a couple years after that. And then when the pandemic hit and everybody had all the idle time, I was talking to her and I was like, hey, let's go grab all these TMNT toys I have that are all hoarded up in my basement and stuff. And we went and grabbed them and started from there, and here we are now. Let's go grab
Yes, that's awesome. And once again, everyone, we will go ahead and leave all of the links and everything in the description below.
Yep.
So that you guys can go ahead and check that out. We're definitely excited, as we're not only like video game people, we are toy people as well. So we're very excited to have him on our channel today. And once again, thanks for everyone who was patient while we tried to work some things out and while we're still kind of working some things out. But we'll just go ahead and kind of jump into this. So, what is it? I know you said that it kind of ramped back up with, everything that was going on the past couple years. But what specifically in the like toy community, like this whole toy culture community? I guess if you want to get a little bit more specific on, I guess, different types of toys and things like that. Like toy community.
Like in the community. I'm sorry. Say what do you mean?
Specific on. Just like I know you mentioned like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, things like that. Some things like that. I guess like is it like a whole variety
like in the community?
everything?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Say yeah. Sorry. So obviously the logo is very derivative of a particular property, as we can all see. But no, it isn't all toy group community establishment. So I'm sorry. We get a lot of TMNT. We have a huge TMNT fan base, but it's all different stuff. As we can all see, Motu, G.I. Joe, Transformers, establishment. So all the main bits. My absolute jam is Toxic Crusaders, though. So Toxic Crusaders is my line. For whatever reason, I had more of those when I was a kid than Turtles, and I love them. Just it's a lot easier to complete that collection.
Yeah, it's much smaller than like the Turtles, and I love their bright and vibrant colors too. Like they're all very similar.
Yeah, they got that paint splat like application and stuff. I think that's what as a kid I was like, oh yeah, I like that, man. So, but we do everything, and then and we're on all the socials. Our TikTok's getting bigger and stuff. That's more just all in indie pop culture. So, on event footage, like toy history, cartoon history, promos, all that stuff. So, we do seriously a little bit of everything. And I am working on a new original toy line called Rad Radioactive Dudes.
Nice.
With artists named Casey Jones, who is pretty well known on Instagram, Facebook, and so we're looking to have like an official release of the first two figures in like a month or so. So now we're venturing into our own toys and stuff.
That's very cool.
Awesome.
I pulled this guy out. I just got this actually last week. I don't know if y'all know Sprooch Retro Hunting, but he brought this to me at the greatest toy show, Kane County in Chicago, that we all went to, and he got me the cartridge for free.
Nice.
And then somebody saw my post online and was like, "Hey man, you want the case to finish that out for like $10?" I was like, "Yeah, man."
Perfect.
So
that's the best thing. The community comes together and helps everyone out.
Yeah, and that's a huge part of like what we are. There's a lot of groups and on all social media that the group is sort of created and then it's left to its own devices. It'll be 20-30,000 members, but there's nobody like steering the ship, so it's more of like a meeting message board for the people who are involved. But we're more of like a family. The Toy Stash is like we're community based. We like to give back to people. We try to make as many connections as possible, help people where we can and stuff. I think that's like where we stand out. And that's in real life, social media, so I think that puts us a little above and beyond others. So, but no shade, everybody, there's room for everybody and lots of awesome people.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I mean, that's what we try to do with the community efforts and yeah, that's what it's all about, man. Having that family community connection for sure. I definitely agree with that. I'm also a huge Toxic Crusader fan, so I love Troma. All things Troma.
Troma. Oh, dude, yeah, Troma.
Dude, I love Troma. Yeah.
So my fiance's her group is her business is Toxic Toys.
Yeah.
So her logo is like the Toxic Crusaders font and stuff, but yeah, we know all the Troma guys and Mike Fink and. I got Lloyd Kaufman's card in my car because we are also doing a documentary about the Toxic Crusaders. So it's going to be like the Toxic Crusaders, the rise and the fall of. So it'll be the story about how playmates, decided they were going to do it, and then all the parents, once they bought the products, were like, they'd go to the video rental store with their kids, and they're like, oh, it's the cartoon. Picked up the NC-17 trauma film, and then boom, chaos ensued and stuff. Like nobody at Playmates proofed any of this stuff, and then so we know several of those people. We went to what was the name of that film, Colin? Cinema Wasteland, which they do every year up and around Cleveland. Yep. It's freaking awesome. And we went and worked the booth with them up there and stuff. They invited us up. Awesome people. Trauma Dan, Mike Fink. I don't remember who else was there, but yeah, I'm a huge Trauma fan. I shouldn't have been watching it when I was like 6 and 7, but it was a different time.
I blame the Toxic Crusaders cartoon. I blame the games. I blame all of that targeted at kids.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, it's like
that was the greatest thing though.
Did they want us? Yeah, like Rambo. Rambo got a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, made no sense. No, not at all. But it works.
Yeah, and that's
look at us now.
Freaked me out. Like, freaked me out. I remember watching like RoboCop and the dude's melting.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, the cartoon was out, and I was like, even as a kid, I was like, I don't feel like that's right, but I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love all the love all that stuff.
Oh, me too. I can't get enough of it, man.
Well, I think I got the audio adjusted on my end, so I can hear everything good now. So again, apologies for everything, guys. So yeah, let's dive into a little bit more. Well, first. You talked about TikTok. Tell us a little bit more about that. I want to hear a little bit about that.
So we really ramped up our TikTok, I guess, 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay.
But we just got to. It's not huge, but for us, it's great. But we just got to, I think, 11.8 thousand today, right? And almost 200,000 likes. So I think I'm finally starting to figure out what people want and the algorithm and all that and such. So, but I'm really enjoying that platform. I know people have their issues with it, but I'm digging it for what we do.
Yeah.
Because on there, it doesn't have to be as specific as other platforms. Like I said, it can be, like I put just a clip of, I don't know if you all ever heard the Dana Carvey show, the ill-fated Dana Carvey show from the 90s.
Yeah.
So there's a documentary that's on Hulu about what happened to that show and stuff, and so I throw videos like that on because to me it's still retro, you know what I mean. So that platform to us is more like we can throw everything sort of on the plate,
right?
But it's getting there, and I've been enjoying that quite a bit. Instagram and YouTube, hard. I didn't say that YouTube. We love you, YouTube. But yeah, those are way more difficult. But
I agree.
So our main stake is Facebook and TikTok right now, and Instagram and stuff, and we've just ventured into like Pinterest and Reddit and all that stuff, and I'm trying to figure out how to navigate that. So
yeah,
but yeah, we're freaking everywhere at this point.
Yeah,
I'm a walking brand. So,
oh, nice.
Branding.
That's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that you say it's ridiculous, but you still laugh at it.
It's ridiculous. I love it. By itself, it's ridiculous. The plan is to have Toxic Crusaders and turtles all around the sleeve.
Yeah.
But while it's just a giant logo on my arm, so
right. So I've got a logo on my arm. I'm doing like a music sleeve is the plan, and like a game sleeve. But on each arm, I just got one tattoo for each. Just chilling there, and I've never done anything else with it yet. They're just hanging out.
Time and money.
Yeah, dude, it's expensive, man. It's expensive.
They really are.
And
man.
It does take forever too. Like it depends on when you get done.
Amanda, she's my fiance. She got a ghost face that just has the toy stash below it.
Oh, sick.
And then our other co-owner, he got the same tattoo and on his inner armpit. So kudos to Coward.
Jesus,
you're the man for doing that. I know.
That sounds terrible.
And they are big, and that was in Georgia, and so we live right outside of Louisville, Kentucky. We're based in Indiana. So he was just like, let's just get a tattoo. So went down there and did it, and now I'm trying to find a tattoo artist up here. Actually, she has one. She's got like one of the better ones around here. So the best one around here. So I just need to go and get it finished out and stuff. But you know how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Very nice.
So are y'all rocking the TikTok world yet? Or?
Oh yes. Yes, we're everywhere as well. And then I also do my own stuff aside from Game Junction, so I'm also everywhere as well. We're
all over the place. Yeah, yeah. We are like we're on all the socials, and then she's on all the same socials pretty much for the most part. She's on everything you said, so like we're just kind of all over the place all the time. So we also got like a Facebook group as well. It's it's not huge, but it's doing very well. We're almost at 2,000 people in there. So we're just kind of
Facebook is like if you have I don't know 200 or something in Facebook is like having 1,000 somewhere else, kind of. You know what I mean? Like it depends from thing to thing. Like, but yeah,
it does.
I'll check y'all and all that stuff, but kind of depends from platform to platform. But yeah, y'all are definitely out there everywhere. I was trying to keep up with all the promotion and everything coming away. I was like, right on. They know what they're doing.
I
respect that. I love branding.
I do too. I love it too. Yeah. I love the process of all of it. We've got Game Rammer, you want to hit a few comments? Yeah, we got a ton.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch. I'll try and hit a couple of them.
Sure.
So we have Emily in here saying Chancy Poo. We have.
Hey. I don't know why I think that's so funny. Just hit me at the right time.
Emporium and Collectibles. Hey, Chance and all.
Hey, Muhi. How you doing, man? We got some people over here. Nice. Appreciate y'all.
We have a ton coming in. Carl Peterson. Howdy, y'all. Howdy.
What's up, Carl?
We have Richard Tiburon. Toxic Crusaders.
Toxic Crusaders. That's how you said it.
Yeah, so they just subbed. Looking forward to the Toxic Crusaders beat 'em up game. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, excited for that one.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah. I think it's still just on wish list.
That Turtles game was really good, so I'm assuming this is going to be
Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, I think it'll be modeled. Obviously after.
Yeah, it's super similar. I was able to get some swag from their PAX East.
Did you get the slime?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I tried to get. My buddy tried to get me one, and they didn't have any left when they went over there. So
he got there like early, and I was like, "No matter what you do, man, you got to get me that slime." He's like, "I got you, buddy." And so
even if it dries up in 10 years, I still want the container.
Yeah, I don't care. Well, I've got the OG ooze from 90 or 91, and it's still completely like it's not solid or anything. You can hear it when you shake it and stuff.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like my keys to resistance, man. I love that thing.
Wonder what kind of lead and chemicals are in that.
Oh, dude, so much. It's ridiculous. I'm sure it probably interferes with like radio signals and stuff like that.
It's like radio.
Yeah, it probably now has like a warning. It's probably like banned or
contains like the California cancer label.
Mercury, lead, asbestos.
Anything that's old like that, especially like food stuff, like so. For this press kit that I have, the Conqueror's Bad Fur Day, I immediately thought of that. There's little jelly beans from like the 90s.
Oh yeah.
They're like early 2000s. Like I'm sure that stuff's probably like that'll kill you.
Yeah, it's like
well, there's been people. What was that famous TikToker? I can't remember his name, but he was one of the guys who was eating all of the expired 80s and 90s.
Yeah, he died. I saw that.
Said it attributed heavily to what happened to him and stuff. So that stuff's no joke. I see a lot of that anymore. People are on there like eating whole bowl. Now it's different if you like open a card pack and you eat some. Because if Calvert's in here, he makes it a habit to eat old 90s candy. But in moderation, of course. But some people are getting like whole boxes of cereal and like, there's no way.
Ugh.
It didn't taste good then. Let's be honest. Like they pumped that stuff out and it was terrible. So.
I did take a bite of that old gum that came in the baseball packs one time. It was like a dare.
It was like hard.
It was hard as a rock. I was like chewing it. Yeah, it was terrible. Just a little nibble. But I'm still here kicking.
Terrible then.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Lost flavor in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, what was that one gum? Fruit Stripe.
Yeah, right? Fruit Stripe. The zebra. Yeah.
First.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Mom bought a pack like last week, and I was like, "You still buy that? They still make that?"
I didn't even. They still made it. They probably sell it like the Dollar Tree now.
Something. I don't know. But she's easy to please. So I'll just go make her dinner and boil water. I think that's good. You'll like that too.
We got Box Talk said Chance has hot dog breath.
Oh, for sure.
Instantly thought of hot dog flavored water. Battle Axe. Box Talk.
Box Talk.
See, the funny thing is that when you run a brand and stuff, you're the same name on every platform, but I'm sure I know exactly who this is, but they're a different profile name. This is fun.
Right.
Make a game of it.
Definitely
hot breath.
Battle Axe Toys said, "Hey Chance, how's it going, y'all?" Box Talk also said, "Toy Stash for life, but Turtle Traders is also great," with a smiley face. My name's Eric.
That's a clue.
His name's Eric Sparks, and I dream about Chansey Poo every night.
Eric, I dream about you while I'm awake. Honestly, it's like those Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Just I have those micro dreams. Yeah, but Toxic Toys actually is the greatest, Eric, and you know that's true, right? They win.
Definitely.
Ran by my beautiful better half.
Budget Mama Tries says, hey. Retro says, eat one of those gums that came in the Garbage Pail Kids card packs. And Amanda said, Eric, my darling. So I think we're caught up in comments from what I can see. For some reason with Streamlabs, I can't comment back, which I could on the other platform, but that's all right. So thanks everybody for the comments for sure. So what do you do? Are you doing anything different on the platforms? Are you doing like specific stuff for each platform? Are you putting the same stuff out? Is there anything anybody should watch out for specifically on a certain platform?
We do 50% of the stuff I'll put on every platform, but for the sake of having incentive to go to the other platforms, we have original stuff and exclusive stuff on TikTok, exclusive stuff on Instagram. It just kind of runs the gamut and stuff. And as far as like what to look out for, definitely in the next couple weeks, be looking out for the Rad Radioactive Dudes. I don't know if y'all know Narc, Not Another Retro Channel.
Yes.
And Ed from Ed's Retro Geek Out. So so Ed and Narc are my first two figures. We're all good friends and stuff, and we all toy hunt around together. But they're going to be my first two figures. So I won't say exactly what they are, but there's them, but there's a spin on them, and then I've got this amazing backstory to it. So basically, I've created this whole. It's not just, hey, this is a toy that looks cool, and I got a cool artist working on it with me and stuff. It's like a whole backstory. I want to do a companion comic, try to get somebody to animate it, maybe make a couple episodes, but it's different. It's not just derivative of everything. It pays homage to all the 80s and 90s gross out lines for sure, but it's original, and they're going to be doing like a Attic Invaders and Retro Freaks tour and making some new movies and content and stuff. So we're gonna in the next month come out with that. What do you guys smiling at?
One of the comments.
What's going on? I can't see the comments. Eric talking smack. Joey talking smack. Joey, I love you so much.
Yeah, Joey, yeah.
Joey, I'm gonna come play with your beard as soon as I get done, dude. You're only what, 2-3 hours away? I got you. I'm there.
Oh Jesus, I love this.
People are the best friends in the world. I love these people.
Yeah. You got a good set of people around you. That's for sure. These are our kind of people.
Awesome.
You like this video better than
watching on. On the hub. We'll just say that. We won't even say no.
He's got the premium subscription.
Thinking inside the box just popped into. Howdy. Hey.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm so glad this
Amanda's
worked out.
saying everyone should behave. We're out in public.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Everyone's laughing now.
Oh, I want to see it.
Oh Lord.
They're saying Twitch isn't on.
Yeah, no, I couldn't get it to work. Yeah, I apologize, Ed. For some reason it was saying an error, and we just had so many issues. I just said, hey, we'll just roll without Twitch tonight, which is all right. It's like our lowest platform, so I'm like super concerned about it. But I apologize about that.
Again, ruined everything.
No. As soon as we tried to do it, it was like, yeah, we got it all figured out though, dude. I'm pretty happy about that. So what are like your first toy memories and like that, like what really got you into all this and why you're here now doing this?
Well, my first like toy memories were actually like Wuzzles and Popples.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't care about like gender, specificity, all that stuff. That I didn't know.
Man, I didn't either. You know what my favorite thing was? I've never said this before. Rainbow Bright. That was my favorite thing as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, it's colorful.
There's nothing wrong with it. I still like Rainbow right now. I still think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, if I saw one at a yard sale, I'd pick it up.
Like, I like aesthetically She-Ra and that artwork and stuff because it's got the bright pink.
Yeah.
You know, better than Motu and stuff. But yeah, so I started with like Wuzzles and all that, Chip and Dale and stuff.
Nice.
You know, PVC figures for all that, Smurfs, California Raisins, but just a normal kid getting normal hand-me-down toys and the occasional TMNT figure or whatever. But what really started me, and don't give me slack for this, people, is Star Wars Power of the Force, the 95, 94, 95, 96 Tonka.
Throwing up. I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, I can't give them away now. So
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, something. I went to see the remaster or the special editions in '97, and then just like hardcore collected that. It was ridiculous. I had a upstairs loft room, and it was covered, and that's where I decided you have to leave it in the package. I was like, I don't want to display them loose, and so it was all carded walls and all that stuff, and that's really what started me on it. And then I lost interest after like the Clone Wars, or not the Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones. Sorry. So once like Episode 2 came out, I was like, I think I'm good. There was just so much merchandise and so many toys and stuff. I was like, I can't keep up with it.
It's crazy. Yeah, I tried for a quick minute when the Black Series first dropped to keep up with it. Quickly dropped that. Very quickly.
If you're a completionist, like, dude, you're doomed. Like, it's not gonna happen. You know.
Too much. Yeah, even with Turtles, I mean, all the stuff coming out for Turtles, no way. There's no way I can keep up with it. Way too.
Because there's so much weird stuff too that like I still keep finding. Like today I was at Goodwill and I found like a little tin thing of turtle. Like it was just like a little carrying tin case, and I've never seen it before. And it's like you gotta pick it up. So it's just like these weird little things.
Too much. NECA's putting out too much stuff. Like there's just too much going on. Like I can't keep up with toys.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, a lot of people are, and that's totally awesome. No shade. It's not my particular thing. Even like the re-release classic collection stuff that's out now, not just NECA, but like the Playmates, Nickelodeon branded stuff. Like it's awesome. It's cool, but just not my thing. And it sort of leads into like scalpers being able, or people trying to use newer stuff and accessories, and they're hard to tell apart. So I stick to my vintage as much as possible.
Yeah.
For sure. But I am excited about Mutant Mayhem. I was not at first.
Oh, we're excited about that too.
Yeah.
I was not at first.
Yeah.
After this.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, like, with, like, these franchises, right? This goes for everything. This is, like, I'm a big Transformers guy. That's probably, like, where my heart is with all of this stuff, toys, all of that. Like, Transformers is, like, really my thing. How many iterations do you want to get of the same thing, or the same art style, or the same story over and over and over?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like, people saw the art style, and they, it was like a bad reaction again. It's like, how many times is this going to happen?
Even when they change the art style, because like Motu just had Revelations, right? The Kevin Smith helmed one, and then I don't remember the name of the one after it, but it was very stylized, big blocky.
Wasn't a big fan of that. I did like the Kevin Smith one. I didn't like that, whatever the heck that other thing was after. That was terrible.
And so it's like, even when they try to switch it up, it's just I don't know. It doesn't hit the same, man.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a lot of collectors who are extremely happy with the stuff, and to have additional content to share with their kids and stuff, and you can't disparage that. That's cool, man. My kids, I have 4 girls and 1 boy and stuff, and they're all at the age where Brian, my son, he loves his stuff, but everybody else, they're doing their thing. They don't want to hear about Ninja Turtles, all that stuff.
Yeah, my daughter's kind of sort of gotten it. She turns 8 at the end of the year, so like she's gotten into Sonic. She likes Sonic now. She likes Mario a lot. The Mario movie really did it for her. So now she's wanting to check out all the games, and like that's what I needed to kind of get her into everything. Because I tried, and she just a lot of stuff she don't care. Her things are Minecraft and Roblox, and like if you even know what Roblox is.
I don't either. That's
it's like
Brian right there into that. She's not.
It's like a kid's thing, right? So it's it's hard to sit down and try to play that with her, which I have done. It's like terrible. it's dreadful. So I'm like, can we play anything else in the world? Like, I'll play a Barbie game with you. Like, I'd probably have more fun. But
that's not a punishment.
Hey, I mean, if it's Barbie on the NES, let's go.
Oh, that Barbie movie's coming out soon too.
I want to see the movie, dude. I'm excited about that. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be all right. Gonna be all right. I remember the first promo where they're in like neon like windbreaker freaking rollerblading suits. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Nice. Oh man, can't pull it off, and I need all that. But I think it'll be cool. Hopefully, I heard they're gonna play it kind of like the Brady Bunch movie from the '90s, where it is 100% just making fun of itself the entire time.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Right. Like, make fun of the brand because it did a lot of. Yeah, I'm sure I'll like it too. The brand has done a lot of stupid things, so I'm hoping they like hit some of those stupid things. Or like, there's been I don't know. There's always been weird controversies with Barbie over the year, right? It's usually about. I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's always some stupid stuff, so I think it'll be cool.
Always.
Yeah.
Plus, they in the news they said something about there was like a global shortage of the certain pink or whatever that they use.
Oh, really?
Pink color.
Oh, really?
They use so much on the sets.
Oh, no way.
Painting everything, so
I can see that.
That's awesome. There's so many upset little girls right now who are.
How do you have a shortage of a collar? How is that a thing? I don't know about that. Come on, get out of here. I don't know
terrible.
about that. So
that's a little factoid, though.
Yeah, it is a cool factoid. Got a few more comments here. We have got where are we at? Battle Axe Toy said, "Hey y'all, any advice for someone looking to start a YouTube channel for toy hunting and opening mystery boxes?" So that would be maybe a you thing.
You guys have more than we have. We're still trying to figure out but I do know a lot of very successful.
Yeah, no, I mean we can definitely hit on that because we do some of that too, and Game Rammer, the thrift stores and the good.
On my channel.
Yeah, so you wanna go ahead and dive into that a little bit, kind of what you do.
So pretty much, you just have to do something that you're passionate about, because that stuff is what shows. People tend to see that and they can tell like if you're not like faking things or whatever. Like, you just want to have fun with it. You don't want to do something that you're not interested in because someone's not going to watch that if you're not really interested in it. And then you just got to have a little bit of equipment. So whether you have a phone or something to film with to start out, or a camera, it really doesn't matter. You can do everything with your phone.
Yeah.
Just try and adjust the video, and the lighting is key, and then the audio usually helps.
Quality.
And then you just experiment, just jump into it, see what works, see what hashtags work, see what description blocks work. Look up advice videos on YouTube, like the ones that are from like legit people that have like all of these like hundreds of thousands or even like millions of views for like tips and advice on just starting out. Be consistent, because you don't want to post something and then 3 months later post something else, because people are going to want more. So maybe film a couple ahead of time and then drop a couple in a week. Do shorts. They're very helpful with growing, and shorts can be less than a minute is ideal. Use the trending songs, trending hashtags, trending topics within that niche, and just have a good time and see what essentially works out.
Yeah, to double down on what you said though, definitely consistency. So you can, when you start doing it, download YouTube Studio, and you can go and you can check your analytics, and you can see when your people basically who want to see this sort of stuff, when is the peak times and peak days. So pick from what I've heard from like Retro Rick and a few other people is like, just pick those 2 days, 2 a week, 3 a week, try to do a short every day at noon if you can. It's hard when you're starting out because you don't have a lot of content, but just as much as you can. And shorts are definitely a huge way to grow right now because YouTube is hard into the short form game now. They're trying to compete with TikTok and everybody else. So that's a huge thing. You'll probably garner more right now anyway. You probably garner more subscribers off of shorts than long form stuff. 100%. And then too, with long form, if I had one bit of advice, when the first few I made were very, very long, and my click-through rate was not great. Just once you start figuring stuff out, you'll know what the click rate thing is. But they say like the sweet spot is like 10 to like 12, 14 minutes. So I would say if you're doing like a big con video or something and it's going to be long, maybe break it up into a couple parts and try to stay around that sweet spot, and it will help you to push the algorithm out, and it'll just take some stress off you, help you get some subscribers, and you can just focus on doing it because you like doing it instead of beating the table because the numbers aren't going up. So I go through the same thing. I'm trying to stay consistent about doing that, but I'd say YouTube is probably the one that I'm doing the least. I know I need to get back on. I've got so much content that I just sit on. It's ridiculous. So just definitely be consistent. Don't sit on stuff too long. Get it out and just enjoy what you do for sure.
Yeah, don't get discouraged. Things can be a little frustrating at times when, you spend hours trying to prep for things. You think that this video is going to hit it, and you're just super excited to share it. And then next thing you know, it gets like 50 views, and you're like, no, I put so much work into it. And then you go to a thrift store and you take a picture or video of the stupidest thing that you saw there, and then that one gets like 80,000 views, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's wild with that stuff. Yeah, it's like the dumbest stuff. It even just happened like yesterday. Like the dumbest stuff sometimes will get the most views or do the best. Like one of our best videos is a 7-second video of me throwing a Skylander on the ground. Like it's just like dumb stuff. And but yeah, no, consistency for sure. Don't get discouraged. That's just how it goes. You learn as you go. We say it all the time. We learn something, it seems like, every single day. We're always working on things, and that's just the name of the game. You got to learn as you go, and definitely checking out the YouTube studio, the analytics, finding out that time and stuff like he said, for sure. So we've also got Amanda asked, what is your guys' favorite video game of all time? So I'm definitely obviously a big retro guy, but for me right now, I'm playing the new Zelda, but Breath of the Wild, so the previous one is probably my favorite game of all time now. Before that was Ocarina of Time on the 64, so I've got a lot of favorites, but it's always at the top, so.
She's got tons of, it's my fiance sitting over there, she's the one that asked you the question, but so she's got a pretty good size collection. You have how many consoles? Like 10? She's got a lot. Our entire entertainment system all the way down.
Nice. Are you sure that you guys weren't at Torque in November? I swear that I met you there.
What is first off, what is that? Because
it's just a convention. Like the Ohio Retro Gamer. So I swear that there was. No, I thought I met you there.
Do you all ever have booths like anywhere?
Do I? No, we just had our first it's not even a booth. It was just like a table at a convention a few weeks ago.
Yeah, no.
I have set up in the past, but it's been many years, probably like 4 or 5 years. So, and it wasn't as Game Junction.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I think it's just serendipitous that we somehow came together for no reason. But hey,
it works out. Yeah. So Thinking Inside the Box said, I figured there was a reason for Twitch. Also said hello, Toy Stash, Brandon and Brandy. Hello. We got Joey saying OG TMNT is where it's at, not into the new stuff at all. I feel like the modern toys are flooding the market and only driving up the market on vintage toys. Also said, come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
Battle Axe Toys says, thoughts on all these franchises, remaking movies, Transformers, TMNT, Mortal Kombat, etc. Does that hurt or help the toy lines?
I hear all the time, just like anything else, that people will say like, oh, your value's going to go up because you got that, the Rise of the Beast or whatever, the new Transformers movie's coming out. I don't see it as much. I really don't. I think it's very neutral. I don't think it hurts the toy line. I don't think it hurts values. I don't think it really makes it go up. Maybe a little bit for a short period of time. I think there other things influence that more. Platforms like eBay, whatnot. That's the stuff that's driving up and down prices and stuff. And as far as just re-putting franchises out, I don't know how the Transformers movies are still doing so successful. I haven't seen the last couple. They're not the worst thing in the world, but they keep getting greenlit, and just I don't know. It's kind of like they don't go quite far enough for the OG lover of the franchise. A lot of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So and then they'll say, well, like we're trying to reach the next generation, but they don't quite go far enough to make it their own thing for the new generation.
Right.
I don't know.
I
kind of it's too much, to be honest. There's just too many redos, and that Snake Eyes movie was, oh my god, like
yeah. what
that was
what a
bad,
mess.
like,
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to this new Transformers because I mean they have like a whole new team working on it. What I saw looks cool. I'm going to go see. I watch all of them because I'm a big Transformers guy. I
Is
don't
it
buy
the
the
same people who did Bumblebee? The Bumblebee.
Yeah,
movie
and I liked Bumblebee. I liked
I did too,
Bumblebee.
yeah.
I thought it was a great movie. So yeah, it's the same people doing that, and I liked that movie a lot. So I think that there's a chance it can be pretty good. It looks cool.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. Yeah, there's a lot of those that were weird, like the night one with Optimus Prime. I forget what that was called.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, they're a little
Yeah,
weird.
the sword and stuff. Very strange.
And like you and I were talking about, there actually there was some news going around this past week that Amanda told me actually that they're going to tie in G.I. Joe, an
Yes.
upcoming live G.I. Joe franchise into. So I guess like after mid-credit, post-credit scene or whatever in this new Transformer, I think is gonna like Street Fighter movie style set up, some open-ended maybe type thing where they're gonna try to merge it over. I don't see it happening. It really just depends on how well this movie does, but
Yeah. I mean, if they do G.I. Joe right with it, not mess it up with some of the other stuff. God,
we won't get into all that. Man, it's terrible.
Yeah,
and they fixed some stuff on part 2, but then did bad on some. I was just like,
yeah, I liked the second one, even though it's still generally a pretty bad movie. But I'm also a big G.I. Joe guy. Yeah, I liked it. I still got the dog tags I sent it. And there was like a Walmart offer that you get these like custom dog tags. I've still got that with my name on the like little envelope they sent it. I found it the other day too. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I have to show it off sometime. It's got like my mailing stuff on the front, so I'd have to like take it out and show it off. But yeah, I mean, if they do G.I. Joe right and give it some justice in movie form, then I'm all for it. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Now that is one line that I would like to see redone, but playsets. Like you see all the larger scale G.I. Joe anniversary ones, whatever. Like, give me a Defiant.
Give me a USS flag.
A flag, and I want the boxes to look as exact as they can with the big mark stamp that says, new, not old. But give us that stuff. That's what I want.
What if
I want a Technodrome and a TMNT sewer lair. Like, give us that stuff.
What if they did like a so are you familiar with the Transformers lines at all, or like anything going on now at all? Like, are you into anything?
Not anything new or current. That's another one where it's so much coming at you. Transformers wasn't something I was huge into. The only stuff I really had growing up was like half broken and disassembled hand-me-down stuff.
Yeah.
And most of it's probably GoBots, to be honest. I don't even know.
I love GoBots.
But so no, I don't keep up with it as much. It's not necessarily my forte.
Yeah. So they got this pretty expensive line called Masterpiece. So if they did something like that with like some of those like TMNT or I mean even G.I. Joe, I think that would obviously I don't think that would I just don't know how they can make G.I. Joe work for kids again, right? So like that's a really, really hard thing. I've thought about that so much. Like putting it out on the shelves because I remember when that last movie came out, it was like a huge deal to have like G.I. Joe movie, like toys at all. Like people are going nuts. G.I. Joe collectors are like, I don't care if these are garbage. Like I'm buying them because we actually have G.I. Joe toys on the shelf. And I think that something along those lines, like the Masterpiece stuff, very expensive. Like the Lightning Collection stuff for Power Rangers, like something along those lines, like adult collectible oriented type deals, I think could be pretty cool.
Hey there, could you grab me the charger? Sorry, appreciate y'all's patience with me.
Yeah,
it just flashed 5, so I gotta
get we don't want that to die. So
we got some more comments.
Yeah, we got a bunch of comments. Let's get
people are saying back to the games. They love Left 4 Dead. So Amanda's saying that. Budget Mama Try said same in Dead Rising. Joshua Stone said, "What's up, people?"
What's up?
Amanda's saying, "I've been stuck on Red Dead and Dead by Daylight lately." Budget Mama Try says, "We need to play Dead by Daylight together." Red Dead is awesome. Love Left 4 Dead. Carl is saying Left 4 Dead is amazing. I play 1 and 2 to this day. That's definitely a fantastic one.
Yeah.
And then Amanda and Carl, everyone's saying that's awesome. We have Battle Axe Toys saying, I definitely miss the old playsets from G.I. Joe and miss the playsets from Transformers and Power Rangers.
And Thundercats. Just saw that one too. Yeah, I love the Thundercats.
Oh,
That those playsets, man. Let me tell you. Those
They're
are cool.
Huge.
Huge.
I don't know if y'all seen it online. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he does these giant 1-to-1 for the size of the action figure playsets. He did like a Snake Mountain.
Oh,
he did a Brave Soul, and they're like 15 feet long and like 5 feet, 6 feet tall. It's insane.
Where do you store those? Where do you even put them?
He had it on his back patio. One of them, I have no idea.
Dining kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I bet Stephanie would be real okay with that.
Yeah, there's no in between with the playset, like you were saying though. It's either like Hasbro or whatever. It either has to be like this huge, like high-end subsidiary company or whatever that makes these crazy hot toys type things. But there's like no in between. There's no in between. So if they could just figure out a way price point to get those ones working, that would be awesome.
Stephanie is watching. I didn't know she was watching. She doesn't always watch. So that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Vicky Aside the Box asked, "What game or games have you enjoyed that were so bad they were good?" It's a good question. There's definitely a lot.
Yeah. Because there's a lot that were like unexpected too. That like you thought they were gonna be something completely different.
I got one. It's Jumper on Wii, like from the movie Jumper. Have you guys seen that movie? Yeah, they made a game for it. It's really bad.
I can't remember his name. Freaking Darth Vader, man, Anakin. We know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Such a weird movie, man.
Right? Yeah. So I don't understand how they made a game out of it. It's pretty bad, but I had fun with it. I remember that. Scorpion King on GameCube. Horrible game. Horrible game.
Different movie tie-ins.
Yeah, that one's a little different because I was like a kid, right? So like I know it's god awful. There's other ones too, like some like actual like pretty like stuff on Super Nintendo. I'm trying to think.
There was this one on Sega CD. It was like Hovercraft. It was a Hovercraft game.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And the cutscenes were so
the FMVs, the FMV one.
So bad. But I remember because I was like 10 or 11. But I just remember like I didn't want to turn it off. Like it was so bad. You had to finish it out.
Night Trap.
I would lose interest in.
Night Trap's one. Sega CD.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Pit Fighter. Cheesy goodness.
Pit Fighter.
Yeah. Good one. That's funny. Budget Mama Try said Resident Evil is always amazing. Mm-hmm. Ed said, "Oh God." Joey said the new Resident Evil 4 remake is legit. It is legit. I played like an hour and a half. I played one stream of it. I have not gotten to play it anymore. Yeah, I'm so mad. I bought the collector's edition and a regular copy because I didn't want to open it. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb collector.
As far as newer stuff, like I thought Odyssey was pretty ridiculous. The dialogue and the choices that you made and stuff. But there was several other ones like Valhalla I put down pretty quick. I don't personally like the God of War type open. I just don't like the.
See, I didn't like Odyssey, but I like Valhalla. I loved Valhalla. I hated it. I'm not like an Assassin's Creed guy. The only other one I liked besides Valhalla was Black Flag. I don't like any of the other games at all.
Everybody likes Black Flag. I'm that guy with so I get made fun of because I like Coldplay. I don't care. I'm gonna own it. But she's looking at me right now. But it's
terrible.
The same thing. What games are you in? I'm like, I really liked like Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. And they're like, no, but what other games? I'm like, that's ones I like. I loved those, man.
Really?
I remember like what was the one where it's set in Britain in like the Industrial Revolution? That's when they lost me.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
So bad. Everything just got so bad.
Like, I have the spin-off of that on Vita. I didn't play that one. Yeah. I played spin-off. It was like,
man.
Yeah, I just generally don't care much for those series. Now this new one, they're going back to. You might like it because they're going back to like the formula of 1, 2, and 3, and I hate that. I hated 1, 2, and 3.
It's just one of them. It's Mirage, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Mirage. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but they're doing like 5 different titles or something, right? 4 or 5 different titles. So they're also.
Oh God, I don't know.
They're also doing one that's like Valhalla, and then they're doing the traditional type, and then there's one that's set in like the Chinese Dynasty. That's going to be like they're doing like a side scroll one. Couple mobile ones.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know all that.
Hitting it hard. Yeah, they're because everybody was complaining. They're like, we really like the new one.
See, most people I know said they hated Valhalla, and I liked it a lot. But I mean, I don't know. I haven't even beat the new God of War yet.
I have not played the new one yet. See, and that's another thing. My first God of War was the remake.
Oh yeah.
I didn't play any of the other
Interesting.
ones. Yeah, but I dug it, and then I went back and played. Which one did
They're
I?
entirely different like types of games. So like, you picked a good. It's great.
No, but there was an older one, like Part 3 or something. Oh yeah, but I couldn't get down with it. I liked the new one.
Yeah, they're totally different styles of games. So like it makes.
Yeah.
And I
like Chains of Olympus.
Yeah, that's a really good one. PSP, yeah. Love that game.
Okay, yeah.
That one's awesome. Yeah, I like all those old ones too. But that the remake, well, it's not really a remake, but like the reboot or whatever you want to call it. It was a lot of fun. And the new one's fun too. I played it for I think one stream. I haven't gone. There's so many of these games like got for streaming and have not even gotten to go back to. There's just not enough time, and like it just isn't. There's no time.
The backlog of games.
The backlog of like even new games. I'm like mad at myself because like I buy some of these. I'm not one to buy it like full price, but there's a few. They're like big ones. I'm like actually excited about, and then never get around to playing it. And Zelda, I said that's going to be the difference. I said it for months. Like this one, I've been waiting like 5 years for. Like I've been excited since it was announced. Since I finished the other one, like I am beating this. And I've still yet to play it off stream a single time, but I've still managed to make sure I stream it every week. So doing that.
She went and grabbed her God of War collection.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the collection. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I did a little bit of 3. You showed me because I was perplexed that he had the.
Yeah, they're definitely different than that one. We got. Stephanie said, "Wait, isn't Jumper the guy who teleports?" Yeah. For some reason, the song came into my head. The song.
There was a few of those that came out around that time period. Remember, like Looper?
Yes. Yeah. That was the one with Bruce Willis, right?
Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, where he had the Bruce Willis prosthetics on his face, and it was ridiculous, and you had to watch it through the.
Yeah.
Like,
that was weird. For sure.
That was big.
Joey said Booger Man was so awful it was good. That is that was a good one. I like that one.
Yes. I used to play I would rent it just because I remember
because of the cover.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be so good.
The cover
market the kids back then, man.
They did for sure. Amanda asked, has anyone ever played Time Splitters? Yes, I love Time Splitters.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I played that again last year, and then recorded a little short I never used with it in like September, October. But I love those games; they're awesome. Ed from Thinking Inside the Box asked, one that's a classic for my friend group and I. We discovered at like 2 a.m. one day, hanging out in the garage, called Crusty Demons. We always play and wind up laughing till we cry. It's so awful. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, when did it come out? Is this like a retro game?
Yeah, I'm sure. I bet it's an Xbox game because that's like.
Have you ever heard of Crusty Demons?
It's for PS2. Yeah, it's like a motorbike game. In hell or something. It looks like because it's got like fire guns in them.
Awesome, though.
Oh, it's like a post-apocalyptic like motorcycle game, like BMX sort of.
Yeah, I think it
was on Xbox too. Yeah, I figured it was like an Xbox game. That's OG Xbox is his thing. So yeah, I'll have to check that out. I've never heard of that one before. See what I mean?
I've played it, but I'm pretty sure I haven't.
Always learning with these games, man. Retro said,
you might know this. Sorry, remember there was a top-down game, I think it was Sega, but it was like dragons? And as you progressed on, like you would have more heads and your like fire pattern would be different. All I can remember is just dragons. It was top down.
Like a 16-bit style game?
I think so, yeah.
Like a shoot 'em up?
I've never been able to figure out what it is. It's just I don't remember what system it was on. This would have been like early 90s. Like late 80s, early 90s, and it was dragons and
Well, definitely, I assume that it would have probably been a Genesis game.
I think so. Or that yeah, that it might have been NES. No, not Double Dragon. It's like actual dragons.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Metal Dragon? Maybe? No, that's not it.
I've tried to find it and look it up. Maybe my memory is just making a game that doesn't exist.
I've done that before. Like, I've definitely done that. Yeah, there's stuff that I remember that I don't think is like real.
Or that might have been like a really small part of the game.
Right.
That's all I remember.
Like
it was the only Dragon Spirit. I think that's it.
Really?
I think that sounds.
I know Dragon Spirit, but I've
vertical scrolling shoot 'em up, and there's extra heads.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's cool. It's a Namco game.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Right? Dragon's Revenge.
Yeah, I definitely know the game, but I've never played it. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Spirit.
The Dragon Spirit.
It's an arcade game, and it's also on the TurboGrafx.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I know it from, but I've never played it. It's an expensive game, I'm pretty sure, too. Like, at least on TurboGrafx. Did you play a TurboGrafx back then?
Did not.
Okay, because it was only on Atari ST, Sharp, which we didn't get here, TurboGrafx 16, and it was in several Namco video game compilations. Okay. So
it's also very could have. Oh, what happened?
Nintendo, right?
Yeah, it's NES.
Yeah.
It was on NES?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
I remember it being NES.
Oh, okay. Well, what am I looking at then? I don't know. I was looking at Wikipedia. Well, anyway, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. It sounds kind of cool. I like those style of games.
On a whole rabbit hole. I'm gonna order that game if I don't already own it.
Oh, here we go. We got Retro asking. Yeah, we're getting a lot of comments, so I haven't really gotten to get to the notes, but I'll try to get through a few things. All right, real quick. What's your favorite Coldplay song? We're getting that question.
Who asked that?
One of Retro Tiburon, one of our viewers.
Yeah.
My favorite Coldplay song, Sparks.
I do like Clocks. I'll give it that. That's the only Coldplay song I like. I like Clocks.
So, I actually saw them in concert. I didn't pay for the tickets, but I did see them, and they have these cool color like wristbands.
Yeah.
And when like the song Yellow comes on, everyone holds up their thing, and they're white and they turn yellow, and the whole entire audience, and then other songs that they have, they like flash different color. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'll just go watch Kiss. That's the nerdiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I've seen Kiss like 20 times. My family's obsessed with them.
I've seen them 4 times.
So many times.
Dude, they put on a show, man. Like, that's a show.
They're great performers.
Yeah.
Great performers.
Terrible people, but good performers, and I like their music. A little cheesy, but I like their music.
Yeah.
it's cheesy as hell, right? Some of it doesn't hold up, but yeah. Yes. Then we.
Yeah, Jane's kind of Jane's is Jane. So
he's intolerable. Yeah.
He's insufferable, man.
Amanda said, Carl, I played it on GameCube, talking about Time Splitters. That's where I played it as well. Carl said, that's wicked. Ed said, oh, that sounds familiar. Was it a bad game? Stephanie talking about Echo again.
She said it's Echo. We're talking about dragons. She said
that's all she really knows. Echo Sims, right? Those things. Retro said dragons with multiple heads. You sure it wasn't a nightmare? Thinking outside the box. Moby Games is my go-to for information on games. Budget Mama says I was a Game Boy kid and still am. Same here. Retro said favorite Coldplay song is Spies. Awesome. Okay. I think we're caught up on those there. So yeah. I've never heard that one. I'll stick with just Clocks.
I think you're okay. Yeah. I wouldn't try to go back and try to like it now.
Yeah.
I was very into all that Radiohead. I was a whiny alternative kid.
Yeah, I'm an alternative guy.
Yeah.
Nirvana's my favorite band, and I get made fun of for that. So.
Oh, nice.
Nirvana and
Well,
Alice in Chains.
It's in fashion again, so here.
It isn't. It is, right? It is coming back a little bit. Yeah, I do see that for sure.
So you're frozen on my screen, and you just have this very seductive look in your eyes. Like,
am I still frozen?
No, you're good. Like on the stream, just on mine. You're just like
ones where you're like making a face or something.
Always.
Like the worst timing.
Always. Like I don't know what it is, but cameras don't like me sometimes.
Especially our shorts. When we post our shorts,
I'll be like,
and he's
or
in
like
the video,
angry.
He looks crazy.
I do though. She's not lying. It's terrible.
It's like in like the thumbnail, like his eyes are rolled in the back of his head or like something. It's like the weirdest timing, and it's like fun Nintendo game or something, and then it's like this crazy look.
Or I'll look like really angry because like I just have like a very melancholy face all the time, just like so I always look angry.
My mouth is always open in mine. I'm making a dumb face.
She'll be going,
yeah,
like that, holding up a game.
Why?
Hey, we gotta make fun of ourselves, right? Like you can't do this if you can't make fun of yourself. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I
know what we're doing, especially when we're like all together out doing that and making content, and everybody's doing the.
Yeah.
Or
the
for the thumbnails.
One of those deals. I love it.
Hilarious.
It really is. So let's go ahead and dive into some news because we've got probably more news than we can cover tonight because we still got community questions. So there's actually some controversy I saw earlier around this, but I'll just go ahead and cover the basic news. Funstock, which is a European like toy and game store. They announced, Evercade announced that they're doing a special edition Duke Nukem machine for their Evercade unit, their Evercade Versus. So this console has 2 matching controllers, comes with Duke Nukem Collections 1 and 2, plus Duke Nukem 3D. Out in November and limited to 2,000 units. It is already sold out. My brother pre-ordered one. It was like open that entire day. Entire next day, and then it was like sold out, and then people were complaining. I'm like, it was up for like 2 days after they announced it. I think that's plenty of time.
Stuff you'd be lucky to get. Yeah,
right, you would think it'd be gone. Yeah, so I was like, there's plenty of time on that. But apparently there was like some AI controversy. They used like AI art for some of the packaging, like the side of the packaging, and people were like mad about that. Or I'm like,
yeah, that's a big to do nowadays with the taking bread out of the.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Arts,
We're only going to see more of that too. I mean,
100%. Yeah.
So, we've also got Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon have just released a new trailer for the upcoming animated film TMNT Mutant Mayhem, finally giving fans a hint at what the movie story is going to be about. Mutant Mayhem hits theaters on August 2nd. Any thoughts on that?
At first, I didn't like the teaser trailer very much. I was taken back by like the stylized weird frame art, kind of like the Spider-Man, Into the Multiverse stuff has. So I was like, it's gonna be that, and it's not gonna focus on, So I was like, okay, but and then not having Shredder or Casey Jones and everybody speculating, I was like, they're just gonna have a throwaway villain because they're like, we can't do Shredder again. But after seeing the newest trailer that just came out, where it expands and explains, it makes sense. Superfly being the main villain and stuff, and Shredder doesn't need to be there. I feel a lot better about it now, a lot better, and I like Jackie Chan's Splinter a lot more than the Michael Bay one.
Yeah, no,
that was rough.
It was pretty bad. Those movies are terrible. Oh my god.
Yeah, who was the guy that played that one monk or whatever?
I can't remember. Those movies are so bad. I try to forget about those. Oh.
But I'm excited about it. It is very stylized. It's not, but I'm after watching that, I'm down. I know a lot of people I noticed across the community were like, all right. And to their product that they're putting out, their tie-in product and stuff is doing well. Like it looks good, and people are buying it up. Whereas like the last few iterations and like Rise of the cartoon that was just out that got canceled and stuff, people weren't into that. So they're doing something right. I'm excited to see where it goes, and I think it's going to be good. And I can't wait to see Shredder and Krang Android Body and all that stuff hopefully in the second one, because they'll at least make 2.
Yeah, for sure. I think it looks cool.
I think it'll get a bunch of people, like kids and stuff, back into this, and
that's what
I think it'll keep pushing tons more people into it. So
look, if the kids don't get into the stuff, the property is not going to continue, right? So like that's what we need. It's always about the new generation or the upcoming generation. That's what like old fans and old heads.
Yeah,
old heads always get mad about this. Look, I'm super big into music. That's like one of my biggest passions, and like these guys are getting mad when like people are coming up with like a new spin on a certain genre, like there's a resurfacing or something's happening with like a genre or a series or something. Like if that doesn't happen, it doesn't keep coming, right? Like you got to have this new generation into the stuff.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are accepting that now, where it was like, just do what we had and stuff. But it's true; those we're gonna age out of it, and those franchises aren't gonna go anywhere if it doesn't appeal to the next generation. And it's a lot harder to appeal to this generation than it was us.
Yeah,
we had limited things we could be exposed to. I mean, half the stuff that I love now is just because it came with some promotional VHS or whatever at a store.
Yeah, you got a little toy in a cereal box, or like something stupid, right? And there wasn't, nearly as many series, and I mean, there was a lot of stuff, but it was like you got what was available to you. That's just how it worked.
Right.
You didn't really have a choice.
So I definitely accept the whole. We gotta stop being so hard on it. It's got to be able to continue on in a different way, because you try to go back and watch I love TMNT to death. You try to go back and watch some of the later seasons of like the '87 series. Once it got into the '90s and stuff, it's a hard watch. Like you try to show that to a kid nowadays and be like, "Good, right?" They'd be like, "It's all right,"
Yeah.
So it's just got to be different now. It's just part of it.
Yeah, for sure. No, I agree. Also, kind of tying into that, you wanted to talk about The Last Ronin as well. What's your thoughts on that?
I just hope they do it right. I hope they do it justice. I heard it was going to be in the style of the new God of Wars, but is it going to be like the same production? Is it going to be the same company, same production team type thing? I don't know much about it.
No, I didn't see much when I looked it up, like actual details. So,
but if it's an actual MA and they really, really go for it, I think that could be really awesome. That'll be something we've not seen before, so I'm super excited about it. So I've not really gotten into the comic run a whole lot. I mean, I own them and stuff, but I haven't really spent time on the property. But I know the basics of it, and I think it would be an amazing story if they really, really do it right. So I'm excited to hear some new stuff about it. Maybe see some. I'm excited to see how they're going to go visually with it. I really hope they just stick to a realistic and not stylized type tone. Like I hope it's just very gritty, realistic and stuff. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Just want some new news about it. I want to see some stuff.
Yeah, give us some tangible news.
Yes.
So we've also got. Sorry, my news had crashed. I was trying to.
Some new PlayStation Plus games reveal, which include Jurassic World Evolution 2, NBA 2K23, and Trek to Yomi.
Trek to Yomi, yeah, it's like I don't know, it's like an indie style game, type of game.
So I thought that was a mobile game. Was the mobile game a companion for PS4? Jurassic Park Evolution?
There was a mobile game, but it was something different. It was these are like actual console games, but I know what you're talking about. I forget what that's called.
Because I don't remember the first one of that.
No, my friend he played that at launch, Evolution 2. He liked it a lot. Might still be playing it. Keeps getting DLC, like they keep updating it, so looks kind of cool. I like Jurassic Park, but I'm not into those type of games really anymore myself. Like the management style of games where you're managing like a property or town or stuff like that. So
yeah, the Pokemon style one that they came out with in like 2015, 16. That was the last type of that game I played. The mobile version, I mean. Like, I remember getting into a lot of trouble for buying the packs to speed up my hatching and all that stuff. So I don't mess with those games anymore, man. I don't have impulse and self-control with that stuff. So I ended up dumping probably hundreds of dollars into that mobile game for no reason. Like, there's no payoff for it. But, so I stay away from them now.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that stuff. No, luckily I don't get suckered into that. I never buy any of that stuff. And then I never get anywhere at the game and get frustrated and realize, I gotta pay to get somewhere. Or to not be impatient.
Just like, I can take 15 minutes. Let's do it, man. I am the market that they're driving for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be some chances out there. They'll pay for it, man.
Love it. We've got, what was some Xbox after that?
Yeah, there's Xbox games with gold for June also revealed and include Adios and the Veil, Shadow of the Crown. So that's on there.
Yeah, I don't know what those are. I looked
What's
at.
Shadow of the Crown?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the games are themselves. I saw like the covers, but I don't know what like type of games they are. Not sure, but that's cool. Two new titles revealed. I do gotta pull it back up.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
Xbox's official Twitter account showed a video of a person holding an Xbox controller covered in glitter. Then it revealed that the glitter forms a trail that leads to a screen that shows the Xbox game showcase. Essentially, they are talking about like a rumor for, what's it called? Didn't write down the title. I can't remember what the daggone. Do you remember what that series is called? Everybody loves and always wants a new game for. With the glitter and the fairies and Fable. That's what it is. Fable.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what they're talking about. They think it's showing that we're going to get a Fable at the showcase because we know that like there was a rumor that we were getting a new Fable. So they think it's going to be showed there. So that's held. That showcase is held on June 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific, and we'll be trying to cover that live as well. So yeah, hopefully that gets announced because I like the series too. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name for some reason, but yeah, it's a cool series. We haven't seen anything from it for a while. It's been a long time since we've gotten like an actual game, so that would be pretty cool. We've got
that Fable a PC game. Like, wasn't the first iteration of that like a PC game? I think I might be thinking of something else.
I played it on the Xbox.
Yeah, I played it on the Xbox.
My brother played it as bad, and then I went through and I played it as good, so that we could get different like storylines.
I don't think Fable was on PC. Yeah, because I don't think Xbox was doing anything with.
No, I think I'm thinking of it. It was a maze type, maze mystery type game, or whatever. But that had a similar title. Anyway, moving on. Sorry.
Real quick for the Xbox Game Showcase. So this is something that I didn't know about, but Blips and Pips actually told me. Our buddy Wolf. So I am now going to actually see the Xbox Game Showcase at the movie theater. I didn't know that was a thing, but I got invited out to. You can get like a free showing, and then they give you like $10 worth of like food and stuff there.
That sounds terrible.
I don't know if they give you anything.
That sounds horrible.
No, I'm excited.
What the theater is holding this? Xbox certainly isn't doing that, right?
It's a theater, so it's
Oh well, yeah, that sounds terrible. Then I'll just watch it at home in the comfort of my chair and stream it.
No, it's like a whole thing.
You get invited to it, you go no matter what it is because it's fun that you were invited.
Fathom Events. It's Xbox Fathom Event, and then you get to see it at a different. They have all across. They have all these different movie theaters. So I'm going to a Regal Center to see it. We're looking forward to
Fake news.
You want to come 45 minutes early to check in and pick up snacks. You get $10 credit on them.
Okay, so like one popcorn.
Yeah.
You get a little bag of popcorn for the 10.
But like, who knows if they give out promo stuff? Does anyone know?
What I would be interested in.
No, it's Fathom Event. That's what I'm saying. It's not like an Xbox thing. You're just going there and they're just showing you the stupid thing in a theater. I don't get it.
Well, it's still exciting. So
you can't
do that too.
No, I can't. There's no Fathom Events. I gotta drive like an hour for that. I'm good.
There might be one. They're in like almost every state.
I'll look it up.
I'm driving in an hour and some, but there's also like other things in the area that
it's like a 20-minute live event. You're going to drive an hour for it? Stephanie's over here laughing in the chat. That sounds like that's the silliest thing I've ever heard in my life. You've never said something sillier than that.
You do your thing.
I'll let you guys know if it's terrible or not. So
yeah, let us know how it is. I'll look it up and see if. I'm curious. Yeah, we'll know by the next podcast.
No, she'll come back and be like, it was awful. It was horrible.
Popcorn couldn't even fill this bottle. Their bottle of water was $10.
That's what I'm saying. Like a popcorn here is like $12 at my theater. I'm not making this up. It's like $12 for a large popcorn. It's crazy. Yeah, like
find something for sale in the area on Facebook Marketplace, and it'll make
Oh,
it all better.
There you go.
Yeah,
maybe like another standee or something. I picked one up today, so.
What? You didn't tell me that. She don't tell me anything anymore.
What was it? 80s. I found an 80s wood console swivel floor TV. That war tube TV that worked for $20. I was gonna go get it today, like an hour away. I was so excited, and God ghosted me.
Oh no!
I was so excited to go get that thing. I don't know what the hell I'd do with it. I don't have the space for it, but we were gonna go get it, man. We were excited for it, but yeah, he ghosted me. So.
Yeah, I picked up. I'm not gonna reveal what it is, but I thought it was just a little like maybe like 2 feet by like 2 feet type of display, and it's 5 foot by like 4 foot or something from PlayStation 2, GameCube era, and I'm like, where am I gonna put this at?
So it's from that era, so it's obviously Xbox. She says it's.
I think it does. I think it says Xbox, PlayStation 2. It's like a whole thing, and I'm like, where am I supposed to put this?
Amanda actually got the Scream 6 stand-up promo that they had in the theaters.
Oh, that's sick.
That's cool.
It's every bit of like 12, 13 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm a
like
big horror guy. That would be dope. Yeah.
It's massive. Everybody was just staring at us. She went up and we asked. And
they always do. If you're getting like a new standee, people are like, what are you doing with that?
And you're like that like, happy person.
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh my gosh.
Like,
and everyone's like,
and 2 children trying to break it down, so it did not look like it was an official thing. It looked like a family had just come in and was stealing this. You know what I mean? Like, the kids were involved in it, and they're small children. But everybody's looking at it.
There's this little tiny. I'm trying to get it. We'll see what happens. Like, one person at the store won't let me get anything, so if he's working, I like can't get it. It's going straight in the dumpster every time. It sucks. But there's like this little Countdown Diablo 4. It's just a counter standee. It's just a little tiny one. But those are the ones I like the best. I really like those countdown ones. Those are my favorite. And
the better with those little things. It doesn't take up as much like display room and all that stuff, and it's tangible, and you're not just sticking it somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're more, and they're usually more solid, like because they have some weight inside of them, and I really, really like those ones more than I do like stand-up standees. They're just the crappy cardboard. But
yeah, we're never gonna stand it up anywhere. I mean, we're gonna try for podcasts and stuff that we're gonna do and stuff, but I just don't know how we're gonna. That's gotta be tall ceilings, man.
Yeah, 12 foot. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We'll open up a little sliver for it.
So we got a couple more news before we get to the community questions real quick. We got, I'll probably just read one of these. We've got the MetaQuest 3 got announced. I meant to add in more detail to this because they did an event 2 days ago, like announcing stuff. There's a daggone fly flying around my room.
No, I see the notes. It says MetaQuest 3 announced, and then it says, need more details? Like you were supposed to add more.
Yeah. This is me for you.
He called you.
Yeah. I guess also, since I don't have any context on that. I mean, do you guys have a MetaQuest 2? Like, anybody have any experience? I don't either. It might be cool, though. Like, apparently it's going to be... There was a rumor I saw that says it's going to be twice as powerful as the PSVR 2, which kind of makes me mad, because I, just got that thing, and, it's my first VR, and I like it. But I can already see where this one, and it just came out, not even long ago at all, 4 months ago? If that, and I can see where, it could need improvements. But that could be, a game-by-game basis sort of deal, it's brand new, so who knows. But yeah, it said twice as powerful as the rumor that I saw, so... If that's the case,
it's weird. VR. I can't do the VR. Actually, this eye's prosthetic, so it's just funky. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
The Oculus and stuff, I can't. It's just weird to me and stuff. So
yeah,
I'm gonna have to write some mad campaign letters and be like, "You guys need to cater to me. Cater to me."
Yeah.
Give me something so I can try this out, man. Come on. It is meta after all, right? They can afford the research or whatever they need to do to make that happen.
Come on.
Yeah. If anybody can, it's them for sure. So yeah, I guess we'll just you want to go ahead and head into community questions because we got a few of those and it's already 9:45. So
Yes, so we have this is all across. So every week for anyone who is watching, we, along with like promoting who's going to be on the podcast, we'll do usually around like Wednesday or so. We'll throw out something it's called community questions, and you guys can leave questions there. It could be anything related to our guest, anything related to us, anything in general. If you want to know anything about why the sky is blue, you could just let us know, and we'll go ahead and put these questions in our community questions block. So we have
So why is the sky blue?
I don't know. I didn't prep.
It's the ocean above the firmament, obviously.
Oh.
Fine.
Love it.
So Jedediah Harrison said, "Is it important to capture and record the history of gaming through interviews with the icons of the community so that we can hear the answers directly from the source?"
Absolutely.
I mean, I think that's important, you know, to see what they have to say and have everything on record in this whole digital and technological age that we're going into, you know. I think that's important.
Yeah, definitely. Not just having perspective from the company, you know. So.
Yeah, right. So that is like a thing. Yeah, like having perspective from the people on, you know, as they say, the boots on the ground with all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I think that's super important. We've definitely talked to a lot of people that have, you know, been involved with stuff like that. But yeah, I think recording all that for anything like, you know, in pop cultures.
Yeah, I was gonna say that kind of runs the gamut. Like it's good to have that for everything. Like
yeah, definitely.
I agree.
Great question.
And then we have I know that was the easy one.
That
Some of them get a little harder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Herbert Ellis 13 says, "Do you have particular franchises you like more than others?" I would think so.
Yeah.
So like
I'm human, so yes.
Yeah. So like video games, I like, you know, the fighting games a bit more, sometimes racing games a bit more than others. And then with toys, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Of course,
I'd say they're up there. So, you know, it depends on each person though.
Yeah. No, I got that for like everything that I enjoy across the board pretty much, you know. Music, gaming, movies, like all that stuff.
Sans music, everything for me across the board is just any kind of mutant, gross out, late 80s, 90s inappropriate stuff. I'll take all that.
I love
I don't even care. New or I don't care.
The trash B films, I love all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Are you a Full Moon? You like Full Moon?
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, we got a few figures, but we sell obviously too, and those fly off the shelves now. Used to be you couldn't give them away for real.
Yeah,
but anymore,
it used to be. Yeah, nobody cared. Man. I've got a life-size Ginger Dead Man put away that I bought off.
Oh really,
years
dude?
Ago.
Nice.
Yeah. Like
I just watched Castle Freak like last week. That movie holds up, man.
Yeah, probably my favorite Full Moon movie. Probably.
I think so too. I think so
really
too. A couple of the Puppet Masters, they got into some weird territory after like part 5.
I love Puppet Master. Dude, I wanted so many of those life-size Puppet Master dolls. Like they just kept dropping them. Every one of them that was coming out.
Oh my god.
But I got a bunch of the old figures.
I did have one of Blade, and then I gave it to my friend because she collects a lot of horror stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I didn't know where to put it, and people kept getting scared of it in the game room. So I had to move Blade.
I would have told him to get over it. That's probably the coolest thing you would have done.
It's like they weren't the character. It was just Wesley Snipes. Is that what like took him for a loop?
They saw it, and I was like, it's Blade on an arcade, and people didn't like it. It didn't, you know, hit like Elf on a Shelf.
That could have been like a thing. Yeah, that could have been like a whole thing.
People were afraid.
I love that. That's funny. Yeah, that is cool. Some cool stuff.
We have Screwball Gaming. Who was the first person to beat Super Mario Brothers in the U.S.?
You!
Apparently they were.
My great aunt told you it actually. It was amazing. They filmed it and everything. There's documentaries about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mega Streams Retro said, "What is the funniest game you've ever played or heard of?"
There's a lot of wacky ones. Probably like Naughty Bear was pretty crazy, right? Obviously, like, Conker's Bad Fur Day was pretty wild.
Yeah, that one was wild.
The second Beavis and Butthead. I don't remember what it was on. I think it was on Super NES.
I didn't even know there was a sequel. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Or was it? Yeah.
Beavis and yeah.
I had it on Game Boy. I remember that. And Wayne's World.
And that makes me think of like Wayne's World. There's just
Yeah,
so many like weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of over the top, like pretty crazy games like that.
Ren and Stimpy had a few games too that were pretty out there. Yeah, I remember being super into those.
What's the guy that like does the farting for like an attack or something? There's like a old retro game that you like.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
wasn't it just called Fart Man?
I feel like it was called something like that. I don't remember.
Do you remember that Fart Man?
Because I mean, like we talked about earlier, Booger Man's pretty over the top.
Yeah.
Find it. Let's see.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Spirit, let's see.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of those. Oh, I have one. What's that gingerbread man for the Wii? I forget what that thing's called.
Like Gross Out or like Goofy. Oh, yeah, that's
yeah.
On the list,
Those games are good. That one for the one for 64 is pretty wild too, like the first person South Park game, and the Chef's Love Shack.
I think there's that one.
And the racing game.
There's 3 or 4 on that N64.
Yeah, I liked the racing one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of those.
What was that called?
I guess it was Booger Man. He farted too. Somebody said so. Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, that's when I googled it. That's what came up. So I'm assuming that was probably it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of those wacky wild games.
Wacky and wild.
Yeah, that's what people are saying in the chat too. We have Ultramat 3069. Here's a few questions I ask a bunch of gamers. What's a game you didn't like as a kid but you like as an adult?
Pac-Man. I hated Pac-Man as a kid because I had terrible motor skills. The hands couldn't do it. Hand-eye coordination was terrible, but I love it now.
Final Fantasy. Oh god, what's the RTS game? Why can't I think of it? Was it Chronicles? Maybe it was Chronicles. Like the strategy. You know what I'm talking about, Randy? The Final Fantasy strategy game.
Oh,
that everybody loves. I hated that as a kid, but I like it now. I can't even remember what it's called.
I swear I thought you just said the Tom Hanks strategy game. I was like, what's that?
That would have been a good one. That would have been a good one. You didn't know there was a Forrest Gump game?
Yeah. No. Sleepless in Seattle.
Any games that were difficult. Which were probably like a lot of like.
Well, I'll tell you, not like a specific game, but for me, I didn't dislike fighting games as a kid. I didn't dislike them, but I didn't necessarily go out of my way to play them as a kid. But now I love them. I love fighting games, especially this past.
I'm opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't do it as much now, but loved it then.
I think it's mostly you can jump in and play those games for a bit and jump out. You don't have to.
Yeah, that's
no time commitment because I just don't have a lot of time.
You got commitment issues. I got you.
I have a lot of commitment issues. Yeah. So
they're saying. Oh, sorry. They're doing the reverse too. So what's a game you liked as a kid but not as an adult? So I guess the ones that don't hold up well.
Pac-Land. I hate that game now.
Vice City.
I hate that game so much.
Vice City or San Andreas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't hold up as well now. I tried to play the remastered whatever that came out a few years ago, and I was just I just can't do this. Because I'm spoiled. We're all spoiled now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know, we got things back in the day, and we just had to play them. You couldn't pick and choose. You got a bad game, you just played it.
Yeah, you played it.
You had to.
100%.
You didn't have a. I mean,
you didn't question it.
You weren't getting another game for 6 months. You know what I mean? At least for me,
James Bond games. Oh God, there was
GoldenEye is a big one. I think what they just put out on did the remastered. It's actually playable on Xbox, but I definitely know the nostalgia is like hardcore for that game as a kid. But going back and trying to play it on the 64 is horrible, right? Like it just doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
As much as I want it to hold up because I love that game. Like I have like super big nostalgia for it, but it just the controls. Yeah, I mean there actually is like a lot of those, especially PS1 era for me.
Yeah.
PS1 era games like probably like 75% of those don't hold up for me now.
They just don't look as good.
They look terrible. It's the worst looking system ever made.
You don't remember them looking that bad either. Like Vice City and San Andreas. Like I don't remember them being so terrible and blocking and basic. I remember when it came out, I was like, "This is amazing."
Yeah,
you see, this is great.
It's like real life. It's like real life.
Like real life.
I remember
the trees move.
I remember getting to try out a Virtual Boy. So we got to rent one for my friend's birthday, right? So like our store rented them out in those rental cases, and we got to rent one. I'm like, oh my god, it's never going to get better than this. Like, it's the best. It's the best thing ever. Like, I'm really in the game, and I love the Virtual Boy. So I'm not talking down on it, but like thinking now, like looking back at that, like, what were you thinking? Like, if it never got better than that, we probably wouldn't be in the gaming anymore.
That's how it was back then. It's just it's this, but now it's bigger, and you can add this and this. They can all do the same thing, but there's 5 of them. You know, like, yes.
Yeah, it was really weird that, like, I turned 30 at the end of the year. My first system was a 2600. Like, nobody else my age could say. Yeah, right? Like, so I got this, like, but we didn't get to keep systems for very long. So, like, we constantly was one system in the house, constantly swapping them out. So, like, I had a TurboGrafx as a kid, and but we only had it for maybe, like, 6 months because the games were, like, you couldn't find them in my area. I live in the middle of nowhere. Nobody sold TurboGrafx games. So the 6 we had is all I had for that system. Like, it was always, like, that revolving door of systems. But, yeah, it's cool to see the progression. Yeah. Everybody's looking at me. What's going on? What's going on, folks? We got one more community question, then we'll check comments before we sign off.
Ultra Matt also had a third part to that. What's a title you consider a hidden gem?
Metal Jesus Rocks. Just kidding. Nobody.
I'm not familiar with that.
A game. A game.
It was a joke. It's like it's a YouTuber.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's like the hidden gem. He's the hidden gems guy. He like coined.
He's known for the hidden gems. So a lot of people will ask us hidden gems, and that's probably where it all came from.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
What's a title you consider a hidden gem? I'll say one because we just did the video on Fairy Tale Fights. I think that's a really fun game that nobody knows about.
SpongeBob SquigglePants on the Wii.
I want to play that. He brought that up. I had no idea it was that type of game because I never looked. I never looked beyond the surface level of it being for that stupid accessory, right?
They said it's like WarioWare, like the little micro mini games, but you're like playing as SpongeBob characters, and no one knows about that game.
Yeah, nobody.
I did it on this day in gaming. On this day in gaming, like I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you bring it up all the time now.
I know.
It wasn't a couple weeks ago. That was like a couple months ago.
Hey, every day runs together.
I think it was like the beginning of the year. I remember you telling me.
Probably.
A couple weeks ago.
We stay so busy.
I want to look up as you check out next question when that came out.
Decipher said, "What would change for you if you lost all of your games, and how would you move forward with what you do?" I guess I'd have to change my name to Gamer Aimer lost all of her games and is no longer Gamer Aimer.
Here's a link to my GoFundMe to replace them.
But where would they be lost to? Unless they all just went up in flames.
Well, yeah, I assume that's probably what they're talking about. Like, if something like catastrophic happened or like something like
then you just get to start over. and then you can just document all that.
If you're at her level, I don't think I would even try to start over. But
I'd probably be crying for about 10 years. And then after that point, when I processed it all, I don't even know what I'd do. It seems like a lot.
Yeah, no, oh God, would I even want to start over? I don't know.
Because I don't even know where I'm at. I know I'm over 7,500 games, but I don't know where I'm at. Like, I don't know if I'm 8,000. I don't know if I'm more than that. I really don't know. I need to recatalog some things.
She won't put all them into an app that keeps track of everything for you. It's going to take forever.
Volunteer their time.
Well, hey, you collected the crap. It don't work like that.
No, I have it all written down. I just go through occasionally, and I literally count every single one that's written, trying to get them typed up, and then trying to get them into. It'll be when I move into a larger house.
Mm-hmm.
Before they come into the house, I'm gonna actually scan them into an app, but it'll take too much time.
It'll take forever.
Serial numbers.
I had
on consoles and.
So I'll give you an estimate at where I was at, because this is even after I sold off all my NES, Super Nintendo, all that stuff, even my Atari. It took, and this is an estimate because some of these are gone. There's probably like some that have replaced it, but 817 games. It took me, I took like 4 days off work, and then there was like an additional 3 or 4 days. So it took like a little over a week to get them all categorized. Like, and I'm talking like systems, guides, the toy to life. Like, I did everything. Like, I scanned everything.
I don't even know how long it would take.
It took long enough, and I'm talking like 10, 12 hours I spent on those. Like, that's all I did for the day. So yeah, it would take a while for you, months. So it'd have to be like do a little bit at a time sort of deal. You just have to. She's going to hang on by an electrical cord and severe.
We can start our own physical game insurance company now.
Right? Yeah.
$1 billion startup company right there.
Let's do it. Yeah.
People are like, that's called renters or homeowners insurance. We just deal with games.
Yeah, we just do the nerdy crap that you don't want to deal with.
That's right.
That's not a terrible idea. Maybe that could work. We could be like the WADA or like CGC or something of like insurance companies.
Yeah.
Like, we are the insurance company, come for toys and games and all that crap.
Hey. It started as a joke, but that actually is not a bad idea.
It's not a terrible idea. It could be
underwriters, if you're out there listening. Hit us up.
So, we'll go over a few comments, and then let's see. Thinking Inside the Box said, I think Stimpy had a fart attack. That might even be what I'm thinking of. I definitely remember the fart attacks, for sure.
That's why I thought you were Ren and Stimpy initially, was we were talking about the fart thing, and I remember that being an attack for one of them. Yeah.
I think I do remember that. I mean, they did that sort of stuff. We got, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Chance you have something in your teeth. Oh wait, it's just a sparkle in your eye. It's called Temple Runner. Guy runs in the forest. A lot of Disney. Super Nintendo don't hold up. A lot do. Some are just boring platforming over and over. Yeah, for sure. Stephanie said, hence Echo for me. We didn't want it. Dad just got it. Yeah, look, Stephanie, I love you and everything, but Echo's so bad. I had it as a kid and never got past the first level because I couldn't figure out what to do. I even tried it like not that long ago and still didn't figure out what to do. You can't ever get past like whatever you're swimming and trying to do on the concept of the game. Terrible.
I couldn't ever get past like third level of Lion King.
Those games are hard. They're hard.
So
the whole
hard.
Stampede thing.
All those were brutal. Even Aladdin
was ridiculous.
Yeah, Aladdin was terrible.
That was hard.
I remember like Pocahontas being pretty hard on the Genesis. That was all those were terrible.
The colors of the wind are just coming down and like killing you and you can't escape.
Dibs on Odd Jobs, start of 7 million fights and counting. Thoughts on Metal Gear Snake Eater remake? I'm super excited.
Yeah, I think
I actually am excited for that one.
Yeah. top 2 games.
Gear.
Very excited but nervous. Yeah, no, I hope they do it right. I really do hope they do it right. That last Metal Gear, I forget what it was called. It was like a stupid, horrible, like survival zombie game or something.
Are you talking about Phantom Limb?
No. There was one that came out that was like the guy that created Metal Gear had nothing to do with it. He had just left, and they made like this stupid online survival zombie time.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, yeah, it was crazy. And then my brother Bryce said, "What's up, guys? What's up, Bryce? Tuning in right at the end."
Yeah, there's a new one coming out.
Thanks for the support. Appreciate it.
There's a new Twisted Metal?
Yeah, a Twisted Metal TV series too.
Yeah, the TV series.
Oh, on what? What's it streaming on? Or what's it going to be on?
It's on Peacock, right? I think it's Peacock.
I think that's what it was. I think so.
I've never used Peacock, but I'll do it for that. I'll watch it for that, man.
I do it for SNL because I'm obsessed with like 86 to 1993 SNL.
Nice.
Good
and you
stuff.
can't ever find them in one place. I think the last time was on Netflix in like 2014. I was devastated for a decade until Peacock came back around.
Yeah.
Did you all see the marketing ploy that I won't say it, but the marketing ploy that Peacock did in response to HBO Max?
I did
So
not.
So HBO Max dropped the HBO out of their name, and now they're just Max. So Peacock dropped the first part of their name and did a campaign with that, and their subscription went up like hundreds of thousands overnight.
They really did that?
Yeah, they did it. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Oh wow! I heard about the Max thing. I don't know. See, I've never used anything really other than like Netflix and Hulu. Like I have an Amazon thing because it's with my Prime, but I maybe watched it once or twice. So I don't know anything. I don't like. Are those worth subscribing to? Like I don't.
Max is where it's at. It's all the Warner Brothers properties, Batman. Well, Batman, that's plural. So yeah, Batman movies. It's got all the DC animation. It's got tons of stuff. I think it's worth it. Netflix is my hardest sell. I can't.
Yeah.
I got burned by that '90s show that came out. I was like, never again, Netflix. I don't trust.
I watched the first episode of that. It was pretty bad.
So bad, dude. So
yeah. Yeah, it was not.
And
good.
again, it always harks back to what we were talking about, where it's like, well, the new generation, you gotta bring the new characters in. Not with those. Just make a new show. Like, just make a new
House.
Yeah,
Fuller House
that was horrible. That was.
House.
You liked Fuller House?
Yeah.
I watched it, but it wasn't good.
No, it was horrible. It was
horrible. I watched it because I started it, so I had to finish it. But it's definitely, it does not have the same charm as the.
It does not hit the same.
I watched that first season. They did more after that, right? More than one season.
Yeah, they have like 3 or 4 of them. My kids love it. They think it's the best thing ever. But I don't know. They did because the original was like the most ridiculously over the top wholesome thing, and then this is like single mom out with the ladies at the club trying to navigate being a single mom and stuff, which is cool, but it's just like so very different. It should have just been its own show.
It's like the same thing with Boy Meets World and the Girl Meets World. Like I really tried to want to care about that too, especially since I had a daughter and like wanted to get her into it.
That one was not as bad as the other ones.
It wasn't as bad. It wasn't. It was probably the best of those type of shows for sure. It wasn't horrible, but it still wasn't. It still wasn't great. I mean, I think it probably would have been better to like do something different.
It's different, and I don't like it.
Right, exactly. So we've got a few more comments. Stephanie said she's gonna hang. Oh yeah, I already read that. Brandy said I was terrified of losing them all. I don't know what's going on here. Those are the.
So you guys were talking about if you were gonna lose all your games. We had this like severe storm where there was like tons of flooding and the power went out, and I have like a sub pump. So if like that doesn't have power, then the basement will flood and all of the games will go. And the gutters were clogged and I didn't know it. So I went into panic mode because I saw like some water starting to come in, and I started crying. I'm freaking out. I grabbed an electrical like wire, like an extension cord. I tied it around my waist and made a harness. I threw it at her, and then I tried to climb out onto the roof in the middle of a storm, like an actual lightning storm. And then I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's dangerous.
That's like...
Then I calmed down and everything was fine. But I went into panic mode because I thought everything in the basement was going to go up. It was a whole thing.
Yeah,
I said dramatic.
A little bit. It's like, do you value those over your life more? I don't know. I don't know about that
just
one.
depends on what we're talking about.
Depends on what it is.
That Power of the Force collection that I was telling you all about earlier in the stream. I like cataloging was going to sell it when I was like 17, 18 and stuff, and then I lapse in memory. I just lost it, and I thought it had gotten stolen because my first house I lived in got broken like 4 times. So I was just like, oh, they're gone forever. They were stolen. I ended up finding them. My uncle actually found them at my mom's property in a box, all of them. I was so excited. I mean, the cards were all warped, but I was so excited. Anyway, so I was like, well, I'll take them out to our place and stuff, but for now, I'm going to put them in your basement. And I put them down in the basement. The basement flooded the next day and flooded all, and ruined every single one. Like, the universe was like, these weren't meant to be found. You can't have them.
Oh, geez.
It was the very, very next day. Everybody was like, famous, like, just dry them off. Just dry them off. They'll be okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's terrible. That's not how it works.
Not how it works.
Well, yeah, man, we definitely appreciate having you on. Can you let everybody know where we can find you guys on all the socials?
I appreciate you all having me on for sure. Definitely just the _toy_stash on Linktree is the best thing to do. It's got all the socials linked on there. It's the same on every platform. I know it's the underscore and it's terrible, but the _toy_stash, and we're on. And that's pretty much like our headquarters. So definitely send us join request on that, and we can get you into the group. We do all kinds of awesome stuff on there, and just go to Linktree and click all the buttons and follow all the things and do all the social things.
Yes.
Awesome.
If you're so inclined.
Yeah, I dropped that in the comments, and then we'll also add that into the description for you and everything. And
awesome.
we'll have to have you back on, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. And next time we will
not have issues.
We'll start 3 hours early so we can make sure that I know what I'm doing. And honestly, like at first I was mortified to have to wear these. I'm gonna wear these every time I'm on the show.
Yeah, you look good. They fit you. Yeah.
Oh, and two, like I said, my fiance, who owns Toxic Toy and co-owns Toy Stash with us, y'all have to have her on.
Okay, let's do it.
She is even cooler and prettier than I am. So, and she knows about games and not just toys. So,
nice.
Awesome.
Yes, we will definitely have to have her on because we see her, commenting, and she likes some good games. So we're excited.
She does. She can. Yeah, she'll get into a better conversation about the games. Yeah. I did okay. I did okay for knowing next to nothing.
Yeah, you guys are very much like us on the humor and stuff. So we're right. We'll have her on, and then we'll have to have you back on, or maybe we can do like a double thing or something. But definitely have to get for sure. So we definitely appreciate it. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us in the chat tonight. We'll have this up on everything for you guys to see tomorrow, and we'll see